is your reel-to-reel host, Anna Giza.
Hello and welcome again to Reel today as we visit the parish community of St. Bartholomew's in the Bondsville section of Palmer. It was a little more than a decade after the last shots of the Civil War rang out that the Catholic community of Bondsville came together for the first time in their own church. This year, St. Bartholomew Parish marks 125 years as the spiritual center of the area. And as Ken Lancaster tells us, the struggle to establish a church in the 1800s continues to inspire the St. Bartholomew's community to secure their parish's existence for the next generation.
This is Bridget Mansfield. As a child, she grew accustomed to making the journey from her home in Bondsville to Mass each Sunday, a journey that required a walk to Chicopee. She and her neighbors didn't really have another choice. It was the nearest parish around in the mid-1800s. But that would change as the quiet villages of Palmer grew into what would be a booming mill town.
See, I'm a bona fide member.
Mary Landers is Bridget's granddaughter and now a senior member of St. Bartholomew Parish here in Bondsville. It's the same parish her grandmother attended when it opened in 1878.
I used to come over here when I was young, just in the summertime. I used to have to come in here at night, get dressed up, come in here at night, and say the stations every summer night that I was here.
Summer visits to her grandmother's may be in the past, but Mary's active participation at St. Bartholomew's is as present as ever. It's a characteristic that has come to symbolize the history and the people of this parish.
St. Bart's has a very lively attitude. They have a lot of interest. They keep things going. They plan parties ahead of time. They pull things off the best they can, and everybody gets together to do it.
And Father Platt says he appreciates the effort his parishioners put forth. In addition to being one of the oldest parishes in the diocese, in 1988, it was one of the first to be yoked with a single priest filling the role of pastor at multiple parishes. It's a void that has led the parishioners to take charge. When the lack of a priest to celebrate Sunday Mass spelled imminent closure for the parish, they did what came naturally. They went out and found themselves a priest. For Father Donatus Iranuma, a Nigerian priest currently studying in the diocese and working as a chaplain at Mercy Medical Center in Springfield, it was a welcome call.
Some places you go, people are so cold, they can't even respond when, part of the masses. But here, every Sunday is very lively, and the people very warm.
And Father Donatus, as he's known, says that just like in his native Africa, the people always show up, sun or snow. They've got a rich history of getting to Mass, but they'd like to see the parish stay as is for some time. It's a home where the parishioners are here for the sake of the church.
It's a smaller parish than most. You know your neighbors. It's not a fancy church. We're plain and simple people just looking to, worship in our church and be able to stay here as long as possible.
Think of the sweat equity in this building of those who after work came here that they might help with the foundations of this building, that they might help with erecting this building.
Bishop McDonnell and other local officials came together with the parish community for a special anniversary liturgy and brunch. The guests say they hold high regard for the parish community, a population of not just wishers, but doers, just like their ancestors who built the church 125 years ago. In a building that shows its age, both in the noisy heating system and the artful stained glass windows, parishioners still fill the pews, and their commitment to their church is refreshed every time they come together. Reporting for Reel to Reel, I'm Ken Lancaster.
Ken tells us that St. Bartholomew's boasts of 8 nuns and just as many priests that have emerged from the ranks of the parish community. Cruising along the coast of New England is the last of a great fleet of windjammers, which once numbered in the thousands. These last remain